and I'm the owner and founder and CEO of Data Inc. Data Inc. exists as a data brokerage, and a data brokerage of all kinds of mediums of data. So whether it's connectivity, storage, networks, satellites, or mobile data. So I initially founded this company on the basis of implementing hard-to-reach wireless data networks. We started doing this by implementing wireless networks to mines within South Africa. We were very successful pre-COVID, and we built quite a good name for ourselves in the connectivity space. I myself have been trading data and business solutions, if you were to call it that, from 2010. We've now ventured into storage network. We also offer satellite solutions and mobile data. These things are all exactly the same, and they all fall under the data connectivity space. So within the Data Inc. banner, we're able to provide very bespoke, very intricate solutions to corporate companies. We've understood that there's a growing need for mobile data management within the business space. We believe that it's the fastest growing sector in the IT space at this given point in time, in the information technology space, and mobile data is becoming ever more important for businesses to run their applications. And the reason for that is as the need for cloud storage and cloud computing keeps growing, so the mobile data application space keeps growing along with it. And so what that does is it makes mobile data a very big cost within the business sector. So we've created a very clever bit of software that enables you to integrate all your mobile networks like Vodacom, MTN and Telecom, and give you cybersecurity locked down onto your mobile device. It allows us to create a dedicated network for your application data to flow and not get interrupted by the rest of the internet traffic that mobile networks run within their network. So it enables you to get a priority lane to your cloud for your data to send and receive information, and this gives you a dedicated speed on your mobile data network. So there's a drastic improvement in your user experience, and there's a drastic improvement from the services that you're actually paying for, whoever's hosting your cloud storage or cloud computing. So as information is updating, you're always getting a priority over your network, and it's also enabling you to make sure that you don't overspend or underspend, and that your budgets are intact, especially if you have a big mobile device fleet. So obviously when it comes to growing a business itself, you're going to have more of these mobile device fleets, more of these mobile devices. You may have them in the form of a laptop, you may have them in the form of a computer or a lap or another cell phone. And the problem comes in is when you have multiple devices, you start to encounter administration issues when it comes to the need for a business. When you've got, let's say, 30 to 50 devices, okay, your device count has direct impact on your administration cost. So your admin to run and manage this device fleet, okay? So completely aside from the rest of your network, you know, when you've got a normal office, you've got network points in the floor, you've got switches, you've got servers, you've got all that sort of stuff, all right? But that's at one physical location. When you have multiple devices across, you know, let's say our national coverage, managing this is very difficult. SIM swaps, blacklisting of SIMs, you know, that's when your SIM gets lost or stolen, collecting the SIM and getting it to the right place under the business banner can be quite tricky. So that's one administration element that I'd like to cover with you today. That administration element, when you're talking about 30 to 50 devices, you're probably looking at someone in the region of 2 to 3 people to manage that. And if you've got one person managing that, Well, that person is busier than a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad. So they miss a lot of things. But what we'd like to implement is a software solution that we have. And I'll show it to you over here. I'll put it open on the laptop and I'll put it up on the screen. We've got a software solution that manages this autonomously. It manages your usage, SIM cards, everything. It does everything that you need to do. And that can be sort of segmented down to one particular individual, and that is going to help you dramatically decrease your administration and running cost of this fleet. So if you're an insurance company or a banking company, you've got points of sale, you've got a lot of moving parts, especially if you're an insurance company, you've got these devices that your assessors are running around with, and all that information that they're taking onto this device needs to be uploaded for you to your cloud for claims and all that sort of stuff. Now, if you don't have priority data networking on your mobile devices, then that means that your information is going out to the general internet, which is 8.8.8, and then from there, it's making its way over to your cloud storage. The answer to that is an APN. And what that means is we buy in bulk traffic priority. So, what does that mean? We go to the networks and we buy traffic priority from them on a dedicated APN name that is registered to their network. We say, okay, fine. We can connect an unlimited amount of data to this APN, unlimited SIM cards, unlimited devices, but we've got to pay premium price to be able to get this priority traffic. So the data is a little bit more expensive, but it's much faster. So we buy in bulk, and when I say we buy in bulk, we buy between 20 and 50 terabytes of mobile data per month. Now, if you know anything about mobile data, you would know that on an APN with bulk priority traffic, this is not cheap. But when you buy in bulk, it is relatively cheap, as is with everything else. So what we do is we then take this bulk traffic and we send it back to you at a discounted rate. And we make it cheaper for you than if you were to go to the network and do this yourself. And that makes us an aggregator of traffic. And when we aggregate the traffic like this, we don't throttle anybody, we give your business the dedicated bandwidth that we promised, and we give it to you under a managed service. Now, a managed service in business is like having a private bank account with Investec, for example. You get a dedicated account manager, you get a dedicated service agent, you don't have to call into the customer service desk, you skip a lot of queues. And it's very much the same service that we're offering here. We're offering you the ability to have priority traffic, dedicated service on all fronts, and that personal one-to-one touch that your business needs. And we achieve this by not compromising any cost, cutting any corners, so that we can give you the best possible service. For mobile data traffic, we stick it onto our own layer 2 connection, and we divide this layer 2 connection up through a managed service, which then gets a firewall, management, dedicated service, and personal key accounts manager. It's very important to mention that. We get this to you at a discounted rate. Now, we sit down with every single client. We understand exactly how their business functions, operates, what their requirements are from their network, and all the various things in between. We do this so that we can calculate a complete managed solution that's dedicated and suited to your business needs, We, from our side, make sure that there are no downtimes, no interruptions, and no fuss. We have a very, very sophisticated system that automates the entire administration process of all your mobile data requirements, from your device, to your SIM card, to your office, to your individuals. All of this, when it culminated together into one solution, drops your mobile data expenditure by up to 40% a month. Now, right now, if that makes sense to you, I need you to go to datainc.co.za. From our side, when you jump onto a Data Inc. APN, we dedicate that traffic to and from your server to make sure that you get the best experience possible. There's no point in paying expensive license fees for cloud services and your mobile data network is not geared to running those applications successfully. Now, we know this, we've been in the business for a long time. So you jump onto a Data Inc. APN, where you've got your own dedicated lane on the highway, which ensures that your traffic gets top priority to and from those destinations. Not only that, but you need to make sure that all of your transactions that run every month are going through a detailed itemized billing so that you know where every single meg of data is spent. How else can you keep track of the data if you don't know where it's going? Unlock seamless productivity, reliable internet, and cloud solutions with Data Inc. today.